Hello, welcome to Kevin Reviews Something Every Day for July 26th, 2009. A lot of people have been asking me if I only review things I like, and today is going to be proof that I don't. I recently, that is to say last night, watched Twilight, the movie about a girl falling in love with a vampire. If you're not aware of what Twilight is, you're probably living in a cave and still have very good internet access for living in a cave. But brief overview, teenage girl falls in love with this really creepy guy at her school, and he turns out to be a vampire, but they're vegetarian vampires, meaning they don't eat humans, which means they don't understand what vegetarian means, and there's lots of angst. The main girl, Bella, is has no personality to speak of, very little character development. She's just kind of there, except for the fact that everybody in the school loves her, and everybody outside of the school loves her. Every person she comes in contact with is like, "Oh, Bella, you're so great, you're awesome." She probably has the best first day of school for anyone in the world. It's like multiple people come up to her. About 6 different guys seem to have a crush on her at different points in the time. But she's just not satisfied with that. She feels out of place, and she doesn't want to be here. Until she meets Edward, the vampire, who doesn't like her, avoids her, which, makes her all the more attracted to her, because she never actually speaks to him until about, a third of the way into the film. But Edward's whole deal is that he is attracted to her, but not because he's in love with her, but because he wants to eat her, which is very hard for him because he's a vegetarian who only eats meat from animals, not humans. Well, they don't eat meat, I don't think. They never really explain what all that is. I guess they drink blood. They are vampires. One of the major criticisms that this movie has had, and the book series has had as well, is that it makes vampires very uncreepy. They get all the superpowers of being vampires, like the ability to fly, or climb trees really fast, or read minds. All the things that vampires are known for in popular fiction. No, they're not. And none of the benefits. I don't think there's no mention of garlic ever. At one point, they're actually eating Italian food, they're making Italian food, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's garlic there. Holy symbols, no real mythology there. The only way you can kill him is not to stake through the heart, traditional, but cutting him into pieces and setting those pieces on fire, which is something that actually does get dealt with in the later portions of the film. And so there's no a lot of mystique. Oh, and the best part, when they go in the sun, they don't avoid the sun because it will kill them. They avoid the sun because it makes them sparkly, and there's no other way to describe that. They look sparkly in the sun. It's not very good, but so they've removed all the creepy things. But then I say that Edward has kind of redeemed the whole vampires aren't creepy thing, because you learn about a third of the way through the movie that he has spent every night watching Bella for the last 3 months in her bedroom, because he doesn't sleep, so he just goes in there and stares at her while she sleeps, because that's not creepy at all. But she just uses that to fall more in love with him, even though he's a vampire, for no real reason other than he's dark and brooding. So he's not really dark, he's really pale because he's a vampire, and he doesn't really do anything to attract her to him. I mean, I get why he's attracted to her, not the other way around. The movie is long, by the way. At least 2 hours. It felt like longer, because there's a lot of very painful scenes where people just... And it's almost like they're just kind of hanging around, doing nothing, looking nauseous. I did, however, get to watch the film with the benefit of the riff tracks by Mike Nelson, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Bill Corbett, Kevin, something else. Guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Check out rifftrax.com, RIFTRAX. It makes bad movies more fun. Still a bad movie, don't get me wrong. But being able to laugh at it, and its gaping plot holes, and its big long moments of instead of actual character development. So that's Kevin Reviews Something every day for July 26th, 2009.